From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now all the latest news.
Kylie Conway has all the news you need to know.
And more.
Please stand by.
This episode of News 8 Daily 8 is presented by Downtown Indy.
Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Good morning. This is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Tuesday, October 20th. For your day ahead forecast, we're going to keep rain chances in play for your Tuesday evening. Had a dry start to the day, although a little gloomy. Skies will stay mostly cloudy for today with highs in the upper 50s to low 60s. An early morning fire scorched a local restaurant. It happened at the TGI Fridays on the west side just after 2 o'clock this morning. Firefighters from Pike Township, Speedway, and IFD all helped Wayne Township handle it. Firefighters say they believe no one was inside and no one is hurt. No word yet what caused the fire or when the restaurant might reopen. Indianapolis police hope to find out this morning how a person was killed before his body was found on fire. This happened at 10 o'clock last night. A patrol officer said he saw some flames on a side street off 37th and Keystone Avenue and then called the fire department. Investigators believe the person was injured somehow and was already dead before being set on fire. The victim's age isn't known yet, and homicide detectives are now looking into the case. The candidates for Indiana governor will face off for the first time tonight. The debate between Governor Eric Holcomb and Democratic candidate Dr. Woody Myers will be in a virtual format for the first time ever. The debate commission says the candidates will be in the same building, but they will be in separate spaces from each other and the moderator. There will be no live audience. Everyone on site will be expected to wear a mask except the candidates and the moderator. The hour-long debate starts at 7 o'clock tonight. You can watch it on Wish TV or stream it on wishtv.com. And this week's presidential debate has new topics and new rules aimed at avoiding another shouting match. Election day is 2 weeks from today. This will be the last chance for voters to hear the candidates go back and forth. Early voting at the City County building is still going strong, but for those who are unsure of the candidates, Thursday is the last chance to see both square off. And some Americans are wondering if the candidates will be able to get their message across this time. But the Commission on Presidential Debates decided Monday to mute candidates' microphones during their opponents' initial responses to prevent those interruptions, like the last debate. Thursday's topics include fighting COVID-19, American families, race in America, climate change, national security, and leadership. But the Trump campaign is demanding the Commission on Presidential Debates adjust the topics. Trump campaign manager Bill Stepien said in a letter to the commission that foreign policy should be the central focus of the debate. He claimed both campaigns agreed to this being the third debate topic. The Biden campaign says there was a prior agreement that the moderator would select the topics and that the Trump campaign is lying so the president can skip questions on the response to the coronavirus pandemic. There will be 6 segments of the debate, and each candidate gets 2 minutes to answer the question. That's when the opposing candidate's microphone will be muted. We'll air the debate live on Wish TV. Vice President Mike Pence has rescheduled his trip to Indiana. He now plans to go to Fort Wayne Thursday, then Indianapolis Friday. Pence initially planned to come to Indianapolis October 9th to vote early, but that trip was canceled. State health officials are reporting nearly 1,600 more coronavirus cases in the state, making for more than 149,000 total cases. Officials also reported 23 new deaths. Those happened between September 17th and October 18th. In total, 3,727 people have died related to COVID-19 in the state. And the numbers do not mean Indiana is on track to tighten restrictions again. Here's Governor Holcomb's answer about considering a move back to stage 3 or 4 of the reopening plan.
We'll know when we see it. Look, again, we are monitoring from the very beginning our 4 principles, and that has all to do with the amount of testing. When you're doing 20, 25, 30,000 tests a day, your radar is going to become even more transparent about what is and isn't and where it is and isn't. So we're seeing more cases. That's a good thing. We're also tracing to an extent like never before. And we have the capacity to care. So when that starts to become threatened, the capacity to care, then we'll look at additional measures.
The state reports 1,373 people are hospitalized with the virus. According to state health officials, about 37% of ICU beds are available. President Trump is criticizing a key member of his coronavirus task force. Trump blasted Dr. Anthony Fauci in a call with his campaign staff. CNN says a source gave the network access to the call, and the president said reporters could use the comments. Take a listen.
Fauci's a disaster. If I listened to him, we'd have 500,000 deaths. We'd have 700, 800,000 deaths right now. People are tired of hearing Fauci and all these idiots, these people that have gotten it wrong. Fauci's a nice guy. He's been here for 500 years.
Also Monday, Fauci accepted an award from the National Academy of Medicine, the organization's first ever presidential citation for exemplary leadership.
We have a lot of challenges ahead of us, and I can't help thinking that we're really, going through a time that's disturbingly anti-science in certain segments of our society.
By the count from Johns Hopkins University, the United States has had 220,000 deaths, 55,000 more than any other country.
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Sue, returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
And right now, back here at home, there is a warning to watch above as you drive Indiana interstates. Someone dropped a pumpkin onto a man's car on I-70. Caleb Needham says it happened just past Plainfield when someone dropped the huge squash from an overpass. Needham says he then pulled over and called police.
I just sat there and I just started shaking, I guess, because I was scared, because I could have died in that instant.
Needham says he forgives the person who dropped the pumpkin and hopes that person comes forward. Indiana State Police say this is the only report they've received of people dropping pumpkins. You are asked to call them if you see anything suspicious. And today, NASA will play tag with an asteroid. The space agency tweeted a GIF on behalf of the spacecraft OSIRIS-REx with the caption, "I'm getting ready for my boop with Bennu." Bennu is the name of the asteroid. If all goes as planned, OSIRIS-REx will briefly touch the surface of Bennu, grab a sample, and come back to Earth. The craft has been circling the asteroid, taking pictures and data building up to today's big event. It is set to happen this evening at 5. All right, if you're looking to buy or sell your house, you are far from alone. The housing market is hot right now in Indiana. Realtors say the pandemic has caused a perfect storm. Low interest rates, low supply of houses in Indiana, and a lot of people who are stuck at home wanting their next perfect house. News 8's Hannah Mordeau reports.
For sale, sold. The signs around the state are a sign of the times.
It's a huge change.
A change people like Trent Vanneman are taking advantage of. This is his new house.
Very happy that we were able to make this move.
With the pandemic, he's been working from home, and his fiance, an overnight shift nurse, sleeps during the day. So their small house in Broad Ripple wasn't cutting it. And while they weren't planning to move, the pandemic canceled their wedding and changed their housing needs.
You have to have your own space, or everyone starts to go a little crazy.
Houses are selling sometimes within hours.
Christy Snap, a realtor with RE/MAX's Indy Scene team, says more people are looking for homes with offices, extra living space, and outdoor amenities. But the demand in Indiana is outweighing the supply.
We have 0.9 months worth of inventory right now, meaning if nobody else listed their home right now, we would run out of inventory in less than a month.
That's not all. Add in the record low interest rates sparked by the health crisis. You have more renters wanting to buy, buyers getting more house for a lower mortgage, and more current homeowners refinancing to save money and then staying put.
Sort of a perfect storm of a lot of buyers, low inventory.
Ever seen anything like this?
No, honestly, it's kind of a perfect storm.
Jason Krause is a broker at RE/MAX Advanced Realty and says this is an all-time seller's market.
Going to go so quickly?
Meaning buyers have to move fast.
So not only do you need to be able to put forward a strong offer, but you need to be pre-approved and ready to buy.
A word of caution, though. Realtors say this market could change next year when the CARES Act mortgage forbearance ends.
So we may see an uptick in foreclosures and or people needing to move.
Well, the pandemic means a lot of unknowns for the future.
Now we're spending a lot more time at home.
Trent says looking for the silver lining can go a long way.
You have to figure out how to keep moving forward and make a positive out of it.
That was Hannah Mordeau, and she says that these realtors say that the health crisis has also caused them to do more virtual home visits, which is speeding up the whole process as well. All right, now to business headlines. Fortune has released the 2020 edition of its most powerful women in business list, which includes 16 Fortune 500 CEOs, and the return of Jane Fraser, who in February of 2021 will become the first woman to head a major U.S. bank. Top honors go to Accenture CEO Julie Sweet for the first time. It has also led to a drop in the ranking of executives like Facebook's COO Sheryl Sandberg and YouTube's CEO Susan Wojcicki, whose Fortune said to fail to have a platform that reins in misinformation and censors topics. An analyst says Apple's first-day pre-orders for iPhone 12 surpassed the iPhone 11. TF International Security says sold up to 2 million iPhone 12 models in the first 24 hours of pre-orders, up from 800,000 units of the iPhone 11 for the same time period last year. The iPhone 12 Pro sold better than expected thanks to strong demand in China. Walmart has a string of 3 shopping events called Black Friday Deals for days starting on November 4th. Early items on sale are Apple AirPods, HP Chromebooks, and Instant Pots. Events will take place November 4th, November 11th, and November 25th. Walmart will be closed Thanksgiving Day for the first time in 30 years. Dentists are finding patients to be hesitant to come back to get their teeth looked at and cleaned. USA Today says that's likely to trigger increased fees for patients, job cuts for workers, and fewer family practices. While 99% of dentists have reopened, the number of patients visiting offices remains about 20% below usual levels. That's according to the American Dental Association. All right, a new look for IU football as the team opens the season Saturday. The school says the players will have a new social justice patch on their jerseys and helmets. IU says it's part of the athletic department's effort to highlight concerns over racial injustice and inequality. The patch will also appear on the warm-ups and uniforms of Hoosier teams and other sports. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 for Wish TV. I'm Kylie Conway. Online at wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
This episode of News 8 Daily 8 is presented by Downtown Indy.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
allindianapodcastnetwork.com.